this is Tracy with OTU Media, and I'm here with Dr. Jo Jorgensen. If you don't know her, she is the 2020 Libertarian candidate for presidency, and she's here visiting our wonderful state, and we're so happy to have you. Are you enjoying yourself, ma'am?
I am. It's been great.
Yes, and we heard that you were at the
Greenwood
District. We were there last night, and so how was
okay.
that?
It was great. And the shame of it is, and I'm embarrassed to say this, but I didn't know about this until recently. They don't teach it in school.
They really,
you know, it's been erased from history.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's something we need to learn a lesson from it, because right now we've got the federal government that is militarizing the police, and basically that's what they did back then. It's the first time, if not the only time, when they actually had a bomber airplane involved. And that's what we have right now with the police, or with the federal government handing out tanks and or rather grenade launchers.
Right, that's crazy. And that brings me right to my next question. What's your plan to bring our troops home?
Just sit down with the Pentagon on day one and say, okay, let's come up with a plan.
Yes, ma'am.
And just start bringing them back as quickly as we can, because the longer we stay out there, the less safe we're going to be.
Yes.
And what's ironic is that the purpose of the military is to protect us. It's to keep us more safe, but it's making us less safe, as we saw with 9/11.
Right, yes, I totally agree. And then my next question is, how can we, or what's your plan to recreationalize cannabis at a federal level? Do you have a plan?
Oh, I would go further than that. I want to legalize all drugs.
All drugs.
Because the more drugs that are illegal, the more crime we have.
Correct.
And the question I often ask is, when's the last time you heard of a liquor store owner, for instance, trying to sell gin to high school students? Or when's the last time you heard of somebody who's addicted to vodka break into homes because he couldn't afford his vodka habit? Or when's the last time you heard of 2 liquor stores having a shootout for the best corner? You know, all these problems are prohibition problems, not the actual drug problems. And so we need to manage drugs just like we do alcohol. And I hear people say, oh, but then everybody's going to be strung out on heroin. But you're obviously not drunk. I'm not drunk. Nobody here in the room is drunk. Just because alcohol is legal doesn't mean that everybody walks around in a stupor. So.
Yes, ma'am. I completely agree. And a lot of people are talking about the ATF and abolishing that, and that is really picking up among the veterans, and that's kind of like who I reach out to the most. So we're all on board and pushing through that, and we're all about that. So we're excited to see that for sure.
That's one agency that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. There might only be probably the only small function that might be useful might be helping them in detecting bombs, in which, why can't that just go with the military? Why do we need a separate agency for alcohol, which is illegal, and everything else? So that makes no sense.
I completely agree. And again, ma'am, we are so thankful to have you on our show.
Well, thank you.
Take your time, see you 2 days in a row, and have you in our great state of Oklahoma. Thank you, OT Media. See you later.